Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. This is day 46 of 1000. So hey, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's really good to have you. For all my new viewers, this channel is all about investing money and being all in on Tesla no matter what. So join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. That's right. Join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the following. I'm going to share my day 46 portfolio with you. I'm also going to look at the NASDAQ and Tesla charts to see where the price may be headed to. I'm also going to look at the way I find bottoms in Tesla charts so I can buy the dip. So, let's get into it. So it's day 46, 6th of February 2022. I have two portfolios, portfolio A and portfolio B. In portfolio A, I have just over 120 shares. In portfolio B, I have just under 91 shares. So that's day 46. So the total number of shares that I hold in Tesla is just over 211 shares. My ultimate goal is to build my position to 300 shares. I'm 70% of the way there. I've got another 30% to go. I started by about 19 months ago. I dollar cost averaged into the share. The first time I bought Tesla was with £50, and I've been slowly accumulating over 19 months. I've been buying the dip as many times as I can, and I've managed to build my position to 211 shares. So I'm getting there, but I've got another 30% to go. So hopefully I'm going to get there sooner than later. So that's the total number of shares that I hold in Tesla. So what's been happening in the market? What's been happening to Tesla? So this day 46 of 1000, the price on Friday closing, and it settled around $923. So if I multiply that by the number of shares which I hold, which is just over 210 shares, I have a portfolio value of $194,870 exactly. So just under $195,000. At its peak, my portfolio was valued just under $250,000, so it's gone down quite quickly, but I'm not too concerned about the short-term fluctuations. I've got my eyes firmly on the long-term target, which is 1000 days. My price target is 3,400, and if my calculations are correct, and if I'm able to build my position to 300 shares and keep it for at least 1000 days, I should be able to make $1 million. So that's day 46 of 1000. So now let's get into the technical analysis side of things. So here is the 1 year technical chart for the NASDAQ. So as you can see, I've got my support and resistance lines all marked up. So I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know exactly where the price will head to or fall to. And I'm going to have like money ready to deploy, to buy into the market. So if I zoom into it, if I go zoom into it, the last recent price movements, you can see that the candlestick is trying to penetrate just the 14,200 level. So it did penetrate it, but then it came back down again. So it's at the 14,098 level. So it's very close to the resistance. It's trying to break it. If there's some good news in the market, if there's some good news in the NASDAQ, then it's going to probably break this resistance and then try to head to the MA200, which is about 14,735. So it's been a good couple of days in the market. Thursday and Friday was quite good. It dropped on Wednesday, but Thursday and Friday was good. So if we have a good week, I'm sure that it's going to try and break this resistance, and then it's going to become the support, and then it's going to try to go to the MA200. Conversely, if it has a bad week, then I'm sure it's going to settle at just under 13,800, and then if it breaks that, then it's going to go down to 13,000 altogether. So it's going to be an interesting week next week. So let's see what happens. So that's the 1 year technical analysis on the NASDAQ. So let's have a look at the 1 year technical analysis on Tesla. So, I've got the chart all marked up. I've got T1, T2, T3, which are the upward trends. They've all been broken, and now there's another trend that's forming, which is a downward trend. So that's T4 and T5. It's currently hovering between a support and resistance line. So if I zoom into it, we can see that it's hovering between 950 and 900. So it's probably going to hover between there until there's some sort of good news that breaks it up to 1000, or if there's some bad news, it's going to break it down to about 850. So we just have to keep on watching. We just have to observe what's happening and have some money on the side. So if it reaches some critical support areas, we can deploy some of the capital and buy this great company. So that's the 1 year technical analysis on Tesla. So I'm going to zoom in to the 6 months technical analysis on Tesla. And what I've identified is a very loose triangle that's forming. So I've seen this pattern before where, you know, the stock has been like oversold and then it's trying to break out and then it forms sort of like a candle pattern. So, you know, it's still consolidating at the moment. It's probably going to consolidate next week as well. And if there's any good news at all, then it's going to break out and jump to 1,000. So my new mantra is try and buy as much as possible under $1,000. So I'm hoping to get some money soon, and you know, when I get that money, I'm going to be deploying some more capital and trying to buy some more shares, because Tesla under 1,000 is a fantastic opportunity. It's a great business. It's a great growth stock. It's going to be the leader in the EV sector. It's going to be the leader in full self-driving and robo-taxis, and eventually in the future it's going to be the leader in robotics and AI. So they've got tremendous growth ahead of them, and you know, this could be one of the greatest growth stories ever told. So I'm trying to buy as much as I can under 1,000 level. This could potentially go to, you know, eventually 10,000, 20,000 over the long run. So anything under 1,000 is a great buying opportunity for me as a long-term investor. So that's the 6-month technical analysis on Tesla. So this is the RSI analysis on Tesla. So what I've done is I've marked this up, and you can see I've marked it up with a horizontal green line. This green line represents the amount, this green line represents the oversold, the amount of time Tesla has been oversold. So that's the lowest point it's ever reached. So if it ever reaches that green line, it's a potentially great buying opportunity. So what I've done with the horizontal, with the vertical lines, the black vertical lines, is shown where Tesla price has reversed. So if you see, you can see there's a couple of buy signals which I've represented in B. So every time the RSI is near the 30 level, it represents a overbought situation. And as soon as you see it reversing, this is a great buying opportunity. So conversely, you can do the other thing as well, which is like, you know, when it's at the 70 level and you see it's turning around, this is a good selling opportunity. So that's what traders do. They buy and sell. But obviously, I'm a long-term investor. I don't sell, I just buy. So I look at these buying opportunities. So whenever the RSI level is getting near 30 and I can see the closer it is to 30, the better it is, and then I see a reversal, this is a great buying opportunity, because almost certainly that's when the price will start to reverse and recover. So that's the RSI analysis on Tesla. So let's have a look at the MACD analysis on Tesla. So again, the green line that I've put near the histogram represents, the green horizontal line represents the most the histogram has gone down to. So last time you can see it went down to around -21, and then this is a point where price could potentially reverse. What I've done is I put two black vertical lines which show where the price actually reversed. So the best point to actually buy these dips is when the black line, the black curve, is leveling out and then the histogram is showing signs of increasing. So if you bought at these two buying levels, which I've represented at B, this would have been a great opportunity, a fantastic opportunity for you to lower your cost basis. So that's exactly what I use. That's the formula that I use. You know, I look at the MACD level, I identify points where, you know, the stock has been oversold, it's been battered, and then I look at reversal. So as soon as the black line, the black curve starts to reverse and the histogram starts to rise, this is a great buying opportunity. And you know, if you back test this on Tesla, you will see that it works most of the time, and it's a great buying opportunity. You can lower your cost basis. So that's how I use MACD analysis to actually find the bottom, the dip, and the best place to actually buy is when the market is overreact, just between when the market overreacts and the market comes to its senses. So if you can identify that point and buy during that point, you'll almost certainly get the bottom of the dip. So that's what I try to do. So that's the MACD analysis on Tesla. So let's have a look at the candlestick analysis. So if I zoom in, you can see that some sort of a triangle is forming. It's not an exact triangle, it's not a perfect triangle, but I have seen this pattern before where it tries to break out of a certain resistance level, and then it keeps on trying, and eventually it pops out. And when it does pop out, it does pop out quite violently. So I think, you know, next week is going to be quite, you know, important. It's going to be quite eventful. So if there's any sort of good news for Tesla, I'm sure, like, you know, if there's some sort of re-rating or some sort of increase in price target from analysts, then I think that might just push it up. So, again, my mantra is try and buy as much as possible under 1,000, because as a long-term investor, if I can get it under 1,000, it's a great opportunity for me. If I can get it under 1,000 and hold it for at least 1,000 days and reach my position of 300 shares, then I should be able to make $1 million. So that's the Tesla candlestick analysis. So what are the key points to remember? So Tesla is forming what seems like an ascending triangle and trying to break out of the 940 level. Tesla needs some sort of a spark and it will move up to 1,000 quickly. So I've seen this pattern before. When it does break out, it does break out quite violently. But obviously, if there's some sort of a bad news, the triangle is not going to work and then it's going to head back down again. So know your key support areas so you can buy more. The next key point to remember is that RSI and MACD are looking quite bullish now. It looks like, price has stabilized and it's going to go up again. So it's looking very bullish. RSI is showing momentum on the upside. It's not completely there. The RSI is not above 50 yet, but eventually it's going to go there. MACD is also showing signs of reversal, and the histogram is eventually going to go into the positive territory. It's not in the positive territory yet, but it might just go into the positive territory if the trend holds. So, there are positive signs that Tesla price will keep on increasing now. And if you look at the last candlestick, you will see that the buyers are in control. So that's a very good sign. So it all depends what happens on Monday. If there's like good news in the market, if there's no more scary news about, increasing rates or anything like that, or inflation, hopefully the price should stabilize and then keep on going up. But whatever happens, even if the price goes down, I'm a believer in this stock long term. So if it goes down, it's even better because I'll be able to buy more at the lower cost basis, which is my target. If I can buy Tesla at 800, 700, it's much better than buying Tesla at 1500, because I'll be able to build my position to 300 with less capital. So that's my ultimate goal. So the next key point to remember, and I keep on banging on about this, is know your key support prices. So know what you're doing. If you know your key support prices and you know what you're going to do at that level, you're going to be mechanical about it. You're not going to be emotional. It's quite emotional to see a big drop in price, especially if you're a newbie investor and you are tempted to sell your position. I've gone through this before, but if you're mechanical about it, if you process your emotion, if you leave your emotion to the side and realize this is a fantastic company, my outlook is at least 1,000 days, then you'll know exactly what to do. You'll have clarity in your mind, and then you can buy and not worry about it. So that's the key point. So you can buy, you can have a good night's sleep and not worry about it, because you know that Tesla is a fantastic long-term company and it's going to be like a generational company, once in a lifetime opportunity, in my opinion. So, just know the key support prices and buy as much. I'm going to try and buy as much as I can to try to lower my cost basis. So those are the key points to remember. So what are my buying levels? So obviously I've shared this slide with you before. So my buying levels are at 900, then 850, and if it goes to MA200 at 840, I'm going to try to buy as much as possible. If it breaks the MA200 level, I'm going to buy even more, and that's at 725. So know your buying level, know exactly what you're going to do, know how much money you have and how much you're going to deploy. So be very, very mechanical about it. So those are my buying levels. So what is my plan now? So my plan now is as same as usual. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Tesla shares and buy at regular intervals no matter what, because even though I'm analyzing the stock, I'm looking at the market, I can never ever time the market to perfection. I've tried it and I failed. So this is working for me. Dollar cost average and buying the dips is working for me. And I've got a very long-term horizon. So even if it goes down, if it goes down by 50%, I'm not concerned as well, because I know how the market operates. I know how the market can overreact and devalue a company and detach itself from reality. So I know how it works. So if it goes down by 50%, I'm going to try and buy even more. So the next thing is keep buying at the support levels and try and buy. I'm going to try and buy as much as possible under $1,000. So my new mantra, as I said, buy as much as possible under 1,000, because in the future, in 10 years time, in 15 years time, in 20 years time, this company is going to be so valuable and I want to be part of that. This for me is a forever company. So I'm going to hold it and not sell for at least 1,000 days, and then after 1,000 days I'm going to try and keep it for as long as possible and sell when I need to, just to fund my lifestyle. So finally, I always keep on saying this, I'm not going to sell my position. This is a long-term stock, this is a forever stock. I'm going to try and keep this for at least 1,000 days without selling, and then after that I'm going to sell it when I need to fund my lifestyle, once I've reached that retire early financial independence stage. So that's my plan for now. So for anyone interested, I'm in the UK and I'm a long-term investor, and I invest all my money through an ISA account. This is a very tax efficient way to invest. So you get a 20,000 ISA allowance every year, and you can top up your ISA account with £20,000, and you can buy any stocks you want as long as it's within the ISA, and any gains that you make, you get to keep. So you don't pay a penny in capital gains tax. This is a fantastic way for you to build wealth, and you get a £20,000 allowance every year, and usually it goes up. So this is a great way to build for the future, preserve your wealth, and experience that growth and not pay any tax. So I use an app called Free Trade. It has a very simple interface and a cheap monthly cost of £3 per month. You can buy and sell shares commission free, and there's immediate deposits from your bank account. There's a huge variety of stocks and shares to choose from, both in the UK and the US. And what I've done is I've left a referral link below. So if you sign up using my referral link, you'll get a free share worth up to £200. I will also get a free share too. So it's a win-win situation. So, take advantage of your tax allowance, take advantage of that £20,000 allowance. So yeah, join me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Join me on my journey. Join me to see if I can build my position to 300 shares. Join me to see if I can keep my position open for at least 1,000 days, and join me to see if my calculations are correct and if I can actually make $1 million in 1,000 days. If I can get there sooner, that's even better, but join me to see if I can make that $1 million. So finally, I appreciate any likes, and I'll read all your comments. I appreciate your subscription. I hope to bring you value every day, and I wish you all the best on your investment journey. And until the next update, have a great day, and I wish you all the best.